My therapist retired and left me a letter. The last page was about me specifically and I was not ready for it. She had been my therapist for 7 years. Every Tuesday at 4 p.m. The kind of consistency that becomes its own form of safety without you realizing how much you have built on top of it until the letter arrives saying it is ending. The standard letter was professional and warm and said everything the standard letter is supposed to say about transitions and referrals, and her gratitude for the trust her clients had placed in her. I read it at my kitchen table and felt the particular grief of losing something that was never personal and somehow always was. Then I noticed the extra page. Folded separately. My name on the outside in her actual handwriting rather than the printed font of the rest of the letter. I held it for a long time before I opened it. It was 1 page. Handwritten. She said she did not make a habit of this, but that there were occasionally patients she carried differently and that I was one of them, and that she was leaving the profession without being willing to leave without saying one thing she had wanted to say for approximately 4 of our 7 years together. She said I had spent 7 years in that room doing the work of understanding everyone around me with a precision and a generosity that had genuinely moved her. She said I had never once in 7 years applied that same precision and generosity to myself. She said she thought I was the hardest person on myself that she had encountered in 31 years of practice, and that she believed I knew it and had chosen to frame it as standards rather than cruelty because the word cruelty was too uncomfortable to direct inward. She said she hoped that somewhere in the next chapter of my life I would find a way to be for myself what I had always been so naturally for everyone else. She signed it with her first name, which she had never used in 7 years of Tuesday afternoons. I sat at that table for a long time. Outside it was an ordinary evening doing ordinary things. Inside I was reading a letter from the one person who had known me well enough to say the thing I had been paying her not to say for 4 years. I have read it 11 times since. Each time it costs me something. Each time it also gives me something I do not quite have a word for yet. I am working on it. She would probably say that is exactly the point.